राम नाम बिन कैसे होगा बेड़ा तेरा पार जी। ओ बंदे राम दा नाम तेरा, बंदे राम दा नाम तेरा। जय श्री राम। राम राम सभी भाई बहनों को। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज, श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज, निज मन मुकुर सुधार, बरनो रघुवर बिमल जशु, जो दायक फल चार। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। बल बुद्धि विद्या देहु मोहे, हरहु कलेश विखार। हरहु कलेश विखार। श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज, निज मन मुकुर सुधार। बरनो रघुबर विमल जश, जो दायक फल चार। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके सुमिरो पवन कुमार। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर। जय कपीश तिहुँ लोक उजागर। जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर। जय कपीश तिहुँ लोक उजागर। रामदूत अतुलित बल धामा। अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत नामा। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी। कुमत निवार सुमत के संगी। कंचन बरन बिराज सुवेशा। कानन कुंडल कुंचित केसा। हाथ बजर और ध्वजा बिराजै। कांधे मुंज जनेऊ साजै। शंकर सुवन केसरी नंदन। तेज प्रताप महा जगवंदन। विद्यावान गुणी अति चातुर। राम काज करबे को आतुर। प्रभु चरित्र सुनबे को रसिया। राम लखन सीता मन बसिया। सूक्ष्म रूप धर सिंह दिखावा। विकट रूप धर लंक जरावा। भीम रूप धर असुर सहारे। रामचंद्र के काज सवारे। लाए सजीवनी लखन जियाए। श्री रघुवीर हर्षै उर लाए। रघुपत कीन्ही बहुत बड़ाई। तुम प्रिय भरत ही संभाई। सहस बदन तुम्हरो जस गावे। अस कह श्रीपति कंठ लगाए। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि। सनकादिक ब्रह्मादि मुनीषा। नारद सारद सहित अहिसा। भेद कह सके कहाँ ते। तुम उपकार, तुम उपकार सुग्रीव ही कीना। राम मिलाए राज पद दीना। तुम्हरो मंत्र विभीषण माना। लंकेश्वर भय सब जग जाना। जुग सहस्त्र जो जन पर भानु। लील्योताहि मधुर फल जानो। प्रभु मुद्रिका मेल मुख माहे। जल्दी लांग गए अचरज नाहि। दुर्गम काज जगत के जेते। शुभम अनुग्रह तुमरे तेते। राम दुआरे तुम रखवारे। होत न आज्ञा बिन पैसारे। सब सुख लहै तुम्हारी सरना। तुम रक्षक का को डरना। आपन तेज समारो आपे। तीनों लोक हाँकते कांपे। भूत पिशाच निकट नहीं आवे। नास रोग हरे सब पीरा। जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा। संकट ते हनुमान छुड़ावे। मन कर्म बचन ध्यान जो लावे। सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा। तिनके काज सकल तुम साजा। और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे। सोई अमित जीवन फल पावे। चारों जुग पर ताप तुम्हारा। है प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा। निध के दाता असवर दीना जानकी माता। राम रसायन तुमरे पासा सदा रहो रघुपत के दासा। तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे। अंत काल रघुबरपुर जाई जहाँ जन्म हरि भगत कहाई। और देवता चितना धरही हनुमत से सब सुख करी। संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा जो सुमरे हनुमत बलवीरा। जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई। जो शतबार पाठ कर कोई छूटे बंध महासुख होई। जो यह पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा होए सिद्धि साखी गौरी सा। तुलसीदास सदा हरि चेरा की जय नाथ हृदय में डेरा। पवन तनय संकट हरन मंगल मूरत रूप। राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसु सुरभूप। बाल समय रवि बख्श लियो तब तीनों लोक भयो अंधियारो। ताहि सो त्रास भयो जग को यह संकट काहू सो जात न टारो। देवन आने करी विनती तब छाड़ दियो रवि कष्ट निवारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में कपी को नहीं जानत है जग में कपी। संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बाल की त्रास कपीस बसै गिरी, जात महाप्रभु पंथ निहारो। चौकी महामुनि शाप दियो तब, चाहिए कौन विचार विचारो। कै द्विज रूप लिवाय महाप्रभु, सो तुम दास के शोक निवारो। अंगद के संग लेन गए सी, खोज कपीस यह बैन उचारो। जीवत न बच्यो हम सोजो, बिना सुधि लाए यहाँ पगुधारो। तेरी थके तट सिंधु सबे तब, लाए सिया सुधि प्राण उबारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में, कभी संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। रावण त्रास दई को तब, राक्षसी सो कह शोक निवारो। ताही समय हनुमान महाप्रभु, जय महारजनी चर मारो। चाहत सी अशोक सो आगे सो, दै प्रभु मुद्रिका शोक निवारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में, कपि संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बाण लगे लक्ष्मण के तब, प्राण तजो सुत रावण मारो। ले ग्रह वेद सुसेन समेत तब, गिरी द्रोण सुबीर उपारो। नाथ दई तब, लक्ष्मण के तुम प्राण उबारो। कौन ही जानत है जग में कपि, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। रावण युद्ध अजान कियो तब, नाग की फांस सबे उर डरो। नाग की फांस सबे सिर डारो। श्री रघुनाथ समेत सबे दल, मोह भयो यह संकट भारो। आन खगोल आन खगेश तबे हनुमान त्रास निवारो, तो नहीं जानते हैं जग में कपी, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। बंधु समेत जब अहिरावण, लहर गुनाथ पताल से धारो। देवी पूजी भलविधि सो बली, देव सबे मिल मंत्र बेचारो। जाए सहाय भयो तब ही, अहिरावण सैन्य समेत सहारो। को नहीं जानत जग में है कपी, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। काज किए बड़ देवन के तुम, वीर महाप्रभु देख विचारो। कौन सो संकट मोर गरीब को, जो तुम सो नहीं जात है टारो। बेगी हरो हनुमान महाप्रभु, जो कछु संकट होए हमारो। को नहीं जानत है जग में कपी, संकट मोचन नाम तिहारो। लाल दे लालील सह अरधर लाल लगू, बज्र दे दानव दलन, जय 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 कपीसूर। निश्चय प्रेम प्रतीत ते, विनय करे सन्मान। तेहि के कारज सकल शुभ, सिद्ध करें हनुमान। जय हनुमंत संत हितकारी, सुन लीजय प्रभु अर्ज हमारी। जन की काज विलंब न कीजय, आतुर दौर महासुख दीजय। जैसे कूद सिंधु में पारा, सुरसा बदन बैठ विसुधारा। आगे जाए लंकिनी रोका, मारू लात गई सुरलोका। जाए विभीषण को सुख दीना, सीता निरखी परम पद लीना। बाग उजारे सिंधु में बोरा, अति आतुर तुम कातर तोरा। अक्षय कुमार मार सहारा, लूम लंकट लूम लपेट लंक को जारा। ला समान लंक जर गई, जय 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 धुन सुरपुर में भई। अब विलंब के कारण स्वामी, कृपा करो और अंतर जामी। जय जय लखन प्राण के दाता, आतुर होए दुख करहु निपाता। सागर सुर समूह स्मरत भटनागर। ओम हन हन हनुमंत हठीले बैरी मारो बजर की किले। गदा बजर ले बैरी मारो महाराज प्रभु दास उभारो। ओंकार हुंकार ओंकार हुंकार महाप्रभु धावो। वज्र गदा विलंब न लावो। ओम ही हनुमंत कपीसा ओम हो हनु हरि उर्सीसा। सत्य हो हरि शब्द पाएंगे रामदूत धरु मारु जाएंगे। जय 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 हनुमंत अगाधा दुख पावत जन के ही अपराधा। पूजा जप तप नेम आचारा नहीं जानत सो दास तुम्हारा। कनु कुवन मग गिरि ग्रह माही तुमरे बल हम डरत नाही। भाई परो कर जोरी मनावो यही अवसर अब के ही गोरावो। जय अंजनी कुमार बलवंता शंकर सुवन वीर हनुमंता। बदन कराल काल कुल घालक राम सहाय सदा प्रतिपालक। भूत प्रेत पिशाच निशाचर अग्नि बैताल काल बारी मर। इन्हें मारो तो ही शब्द राम की राखुनाथ मर जाद नाम की। जनक सुता हरि दास कहावो ताकि शपथ विलंब न लावो। जय 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 धुन होत आकाशा सुमरत होत दुसुदख नाशा। चरण शरण कर जोरी मनावो यही अवसर अब के ही गोहरावो। उठ उठ चल तोई राम दुहाई पाए परो कर जोर मनाई। ओम चम 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 चपल ओम चम चम चपत चलंता। ओम हन हन हनु हनुमंता। ओम ओम हाक देत कपि चंचल। ओम सम सम सहमे पराने खलदल। अपने जन को तुरत उभारो सुमृत होए आनंद हमारो। जय बजरंग बाण जेहि मारै ताहि कहो फिर कौन उबारे। पाठ करे बजरंग बाण की हनुमत रक्षा करे प्राण की। यह बजरंग बाण जो जापै ताते भूत प्रेत सब कांपै। धूप दे अरु जपै हमेशा जाके तन नहीं रहे कलेशा। प्रेम प्रतीति कपि भजै सदा रहे उद्यान। गृह के कारज सकल शुभ सिद्ध करे हनुमान। जय श्री राम जय जय नमस्कार। आज हमारे सभी भाई बहन, ब्रदर्स एंड सिस्टर्स, लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, स्टूडेंट्स एंड स्कॉलर्स, टीचर्स एंड ट्रेनर्स, प्रोफेसर्स एंड प्रोफेशनल्स, ऑनरेबल ministers and managers, doctors and directors, the most honorable present Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, I heartily, cordially welcome all of you. It is a nice time, nice place, nice action that we are going through with a message of unity in diversity. What is happening around us, socially, politically, economically, intellectually, emotionally, personally, even spiritually. It is the truth of science to spirituality, language, literature. Today's headline says India Kuwait elevate ties to strategic level in defense pact slam terrorism. What an important news you are listening today from this platform, from this infrastructure. Focus on trade, solar energy, edge. Prime Minister Modi calls on counterpart all 7 others. News from New Delhi announcing enhanced cooperation in the defense and solar energy sectors. India and Kuwait today elevated their relationship to a strategic partnership and discussed future growth areas in the fields of health, education, technology, and investments. The two sides condemned terrorism in all its forms. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who was on a 2-day visit to Kuwait, held talks with his counterpart Sheikh Ahmed Al Sabah today. The two leaders discussed a roadmap for strengthening partnership in various areas including trade, energy, defense, security, culture and people-to-people ties. They witnessed the signing of an MOU on defense that institutionalizes cooperation in training, joint exercises, defense industry, supply of equipment and collaboration in research and development. Kuwait joined India backed International Solar Alliance. A joint statement said both sides discussed ways to expand bilateral energy trade. The two sides had a relationship to having a comprehensive partnership. New Delhi is also keen on Kuwait participating in India's strategic petroleum reserve program. The decision to elevate the relationship to a strategic partnership came after Modi held extensive talks with the Amir of Kuwait, Sheikh Mesal. Also, a joint statement said the establishment of a strategic partnership will further broad-base and deepen the long-standing historical ties. धन्यवाद। आज हमारे सभी भाई बहन जो सुन रहे हैं, देख रहे हैं YouTube चैनल 3M क्रिएटर के माध्यम से देश और दुनिया में बदलते हुए प्राकृतिक परिवर्तनों के साथ हर जगह अपने आप में भारत प्रतिदिन उत्सव के रूप में हर दिन को मनाता है, क्योंकि भारत अपने आप में एक प्राकृतिक देश कहा जाता है और ज्यों-ज्यों इसमें प्राकृतिक परिवर्तन आते हैं वैसे वैसे भारत उस दिन को अपने एक उत्साह और उत्सव के रूप में, उल्लास के रूप में मनाता है। कोई ऐसा दिन नहीं है हमारे शास्त्रों के अनुसार जिस दिन भारत की भूमि पर त्योहारों को न मनाया जाता हो। और वैसे तो हमारे महापुरुषों ने कहा है कि प्रतिदिन सूर्य का उगना, छिपना, धरती का अपने स्थान पर घूर्णन करना, परिक्रमण करना, सभी प्रकार की क्रियाओं के साथ हमारे त्योहार जुड़े होते हैं। और ये परिवर्तन प्रतिदिन होते हैं, तो इन प्रतिदिन के परिवर्तनों के साथ ही हम इन त्योहारों को हर्षोल्लास के साथ मनाते हैं। ये अपने आप में अद्भुत धरती, भारत की धरती, विश्व का भारत, भारत का हरियाणा और हरियाणा का सिरसा, जहाँ से आप देख रहे हैं, इंडियाज होली लैंड सिरसा, इंडियाज होली लैंड सिरसा, a land of leaders, managers, ministers, doctors, all teachers, trainers, professors, professionals, all entertain here on this land as a common man, general man, layman. So it is really praiseworthy, admirable, appreciable today that we are appreciating our holy land, India's Sirsa. Sirsa's picture is known as the multi-dimensional, multi-sided, multifaceted. With its different adversities, diversities, varieties, we find such varieties in all its fields. So today you are listening what is happening around the world. Will Supreme Court reopen probe, asked Congress after Pegasus verdict in US. This from New Delhi. Congress General Secretary Randeep Surjewala on Sunday claimed that the Pegasus spyware case verdict in the US provided how 300 WhatsApp numbers of Indians were targeted. He further asked if the Supreme Court would now conduct a further inquiry in view of the judgment. Surjewala shared a media report which said that for the first time a court in the US had held Israel's NSO group liable for its intrusive spyware Pegasus. The Pegasus spyware case verdict proves how 300 WhatsApp numbers of Indians were targeted in the illegal spyware racket. Surjewala posted on X. He said it was time for the Narendra Modi government to answer who the 300 Indians were, who are the three opposition leaders, who is the constitutional authority, who are the journalists, asked the Congress leader. He also questioned if appropriate criminal cases would now be lodged against the political executive or officials in the present government and the company owning NSO. Will the Supreme Court take note of the judgment of the US court in Meta NSO. Will the Supreme Court proceed to make public the report of the Committee of Technical Experts on Pegasus spyware submitted to it in 2021 to 22? Surjewala asked. He questioned if the Supreme Court would now conduct a further inquiry in view of the judgment affirming of the targeting of 1400 WhatsApp numbers, including 300 from India. With the Supreme Court now asked Meta to submit the 300 names to be in the hands of justice in Pegasus case question. Surjewala, Sudan, Facebook, now Meta, now have responsibility to release the names of 300 Indians targeted by Pegasus. Considering WhatsApp and Facebook have the biggest subscribers base in India and they have duty of care and disclosure to its clients in India, the Congress leader asked. Notice to Rahul for provocative remark. Puna Rao Sangrav's interim bail extended. Haryana notifies amnesty for 24 crores. Blast that shook Punjab, based at of Pak terror outfits and his son. He told judges to Ministry of Finance called off calibrated erosion of integrity curriculum following changes. Indian oil probing charges of US firm bribing its officers. Boxing body seeks report on doping. Rajasthan registered FIR in Ravli Hill blast case and I had to act. From blames BJP EC for poll manipulation. CM Chani lambasts com leaders for opposing one nation, one election bill. Forest clearance issues put 137 crore rupees Palwal new highway project on hold. Rice millers hail GST reduction on 45 rice. Cannons to 5. Now news from Haryana. Commission direct UHB union to compensate consumer. Plot misleading High Court. Delta Vickers held as anti-narcotics drive intensifies. News from Punjab. State government seeks central assistance of 1,000 crore rupees. Studying report of parliamentary panel on agriculture farm leaders says former Minister Ashu walks out of jail after over 5 months. News from Ludhiana. Struts on roads among local able homicide. High Court says from Chandigarh. Youth killed in accident. It is from Patiala. News of Himachal Pradesh, 4,901 crore rupees. Prediction of snowfall raises hopes of wide jumps in Shimla. Justice Sandhwalia expected to be appointed Himachal CJ soon. Shimla's iconic Christ Church sprues them ahead of festivities. News from Shimla. Shimla's Christ Church, the second oldest church in North India, has been given a complete makeover ahead of Christmas. The church, built in 1857, in neo-Gothic style at a cost of around rupees 50,000, has drawn from Beeline to get a glimpse of the decked up church. The church is long This functional globe was recently repaired by Ashwani, an engineer from Chandigarh, who repaired it all by himself. The renovation process, which began in 2023, has been completed with the church's exterior getting refurbished. Refurbished this year. Reverend Vinith Roy, priest in chief, said the Christ Church was in deplorable condition. Funds for the city covered with high quality paint on both its interior and exterior, along with preparation, which enhances the church's charm, especially at night. This year, Christmas celebrations include a special holiday begin on the evening of December 24. They will now start earlier at 6 p.m. The celebrations will continue on December 25. Manipur conflict not just a local crisis, blow to court declared the electoral bond scheme unconstitutional in February this year. It emphasized the voters' inalienable right to information, including the right to know the details of individuals and companies making donations to political parties. The landmark verdict also served as a reminder to the Union government, which had backed the controversial scheme to the hilt, that there should be no compromise on transparency as the integrity of the entire electoral process was at the stake. The centre seems to have conveniently forgotten the Supreme Court's ruling based on the recommendations of the Election Commission of India. The Law Ministry has amended Rule 93 of the Conduct of Election Rules in order to prevent public security of electronic document as well as video recordings of candidates. The unconvincing argument is that such material, if made accessible to one and all, can be misused to the detriment of the voter safety. Such fears and concerns just don't hold water in the age of social media. Footage of voters coming out of polling stations is widely available. In many cases, electors themselves share their photos and videos on digital platforms. The CCTV camera installed at polling stations merely keep an eye on the poll officials. They do not violate the secrecy of the ballot. There is no camera that records the voter pressing a certain button on the EVM. Still, the ECI is losing sleep over its non-issue. The timing of the amendment is a High Court order that all documents with the office, including CCTV camera footage, as treated as permissible under Rule 93. The ECI would be well advised to lift the veil of secrecy in the best interest of electoral democracy. Vanishing Aravlis. Vanishing Aravlis. The Aravali Hills, one of the world's oldest mountain ranges, and a vital ecological added by jurisdiction ambiguities. Miners have ravaged the hills, particularly in villages along the Haryana Rajasthan border, leaving flattened landscapes and staggering losses. The Haryana government has estimated a rupees 2500 crore loss over the last 2 years due to illegal mining by contractors from Rajasthan. Fun and magic in Santa village. The main purpose of my trip to Finland this autumn was to see the northern lights. However, visiting Santa Village turned out to be an equally memorable experience, replete with magical stories. Write, like, and have faith in everything that is good. The 19th century Harper's Weekly magazine popularized the idea that Santa lives in the North Pole. To this, the Finch said North Pole is too cold for Santa's reindeer. Letters to the editor: government must do course correction. Leaders' actions must be objective. Shift in RSS ideology. Honor Ambedkar's vision. Uphold constitutional ideals. Enforce strict norms for doping. Police reform augurs well for Himachal. Academic institutions must raise the bar to be future ready. President Dilveer Foundation, Gulveer Singh. The National Education Policy has offered opportunities for progressive institutions to step into the new dynamics of millennial academics. Subsequent Subsequent statutes have envisaged an era where collaborative uplift, shared synergies, global partnerships, and Vision 2050 shall define the academics of tomorrow. As for universities set up campuses in India, partnering with local organizations or embarking on singular forays, the existing domestic beacons of literacy face many challenges. Some institutions of faith have long back acquired significance and delved into arenas of higher learning. They include Banaras Hindu University, Aligarh Muslim University, and Khalsa College, Amritsar. Khalsa College did not get the status of a university by default because of its non-cooperative attitude towards the British. Its pro-independence stance led to the stagnation. That discrimination, however, did not stop in independent India either. Its aspiration of graduating into a university has been installed at many junctures in its history since 1892. Meanwhile, the Anglo-Vedic college network of DAV institutions grew at an aggressive pace, delivering Sanatan accented education across the Northern region. In 2016, both Khalsa College and DAV, along with 9 other private bodies, were granted university status by the Akali BJP government in Punjab. However, within months of this development, the subsequent Congress government singled out the Khalsa institution and repealed the act under which it was set up. By then, it had 180 masters and PhD scholars on its rolls. They had to run halter skelter to continue their causes. The fact that Khalsa University, independent of the Khalsa College, eventually came into being and was rescinded was a body blow to the Khalsa College Christabel Society. It had aspired for this honor and nurtured many other universities from within its campuses. However, in October this year, after 6 year delay, the Supreme Court legislature and abjugated status quo to the 2017 formation. This victory for academic institutions has laid bare the illogical stance of politics. In the last 2 decades, of pharmacy, nursing, law, veterinary sciences, education, engineering, and others, while students in the legacy institutions, a hospital and medical college is also in the offing. The role of faith institutions in the field of school education too has been closer. Over 55,000 Christian missionary schools are catering to 25 million children of all faiths in India. It's said that the majority of Indian Prime Minister have received converted convent education at some point in their lives. In contrast, there are only around 24,010 madrasas and some 4,500 Vedic gurukuls in the country. In the Sikh community, the Guru Har Mission Public School movement and SGPC school number just a few hundreds. Various faiths follow an inclusive and secular approach to primary education, while Islamic institutions run on the strict madrasa system with a religious and ideological approach to learning. Through the highest echelons of learning are more transparent, the appetite for openness is limited. The Economic Survey 2024 has highlighted serious gaps in the education system, wherein 52.8% of the graduates were found to be unemployable. This is a telling comment on systematic failure and necessitates introspection for academic institutions, especially those with extensive networks. The time has come to either make it in the business of illiteracy, or to be left behind. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar recently termed the quest for overseas education a new disease which has caused a $6 billion hole in our foreign exchange kitty. Now the global village itself is planting seeds of competition in our midst. To stem academic procrastination within India, the central government has opened its doors and not just to the Cambridge and Harvards of the world, but also any institution that has substantive prowess and history of excellence in the field of knowledge. It has perhaps set a purposeful cat among the peasants. The question thus shall be of leadership and educational acumen of institutions. It shall be a test of the managements whether they can ride the change or will go under. Some faith organizations have built in systems of government to improve their competence and service delivery. Anglo-Vedic institutions have a policy of bringing on board stalwarts like retired army generals, judges, and government servants. Christian missionary institutions have incorporated structures to ensure that new blood is nurtured. A case in point in the succession strategy of Christian Medical College. It selects its leadership 5 years in advance. The person is nurtured for the task at hand and even sent for an executive training program to the IIM Ahmedabad to hone his or her skills. The future of successful enterprises in higher learning thus hinges on whether they can forsake nepotistic tendency, political encumbrances, and leadership fatigue. They must adopt a professional approach. The managements will be tested for their wisdom as well as the acumen and dynamism of their executive teams and educators. The latter will need to be open to unlearning and relearning the art of teaching. Their goalpost should be the placement and successful careers of their watch. The alumni base is an unmatchable asset of any school. It will also be required to be primed for participation in this onward march. Jan- January next cannot be given short shift if we are to convert the nation's demography into a dividend, while India at the rate 75 has fallen way short of its target of having a fully productive generation. India at the rate 100 will require a larger number to be serviced, along with more options and opportunities as well. It is the learners who will enhance It is the learners who will henceforth have the option to choose from a wider bouquet of academic institutions of faith or otherwise. The deliverer of knowledge will need to compete and be future ready, otherwise, it is likely to be in for a future shock. This is all about academic institutions must raise the bar to be future ready. News from Jammu and Kashmir or Ladakh. MP Medi to join protest against on government over reservation policy. National Conference rules out joining NDA. Delhi police arrest J&K men wanted in fraud cases. Civil society group urges center to restore statehood without delay. CM Umar monitor delivery of essential services as intense cold wave grips valley. Suspected member of Kashmiri militant outfit arrested in West Bengal. Blast that shook Punjab bears stamp of Pak terror. India Kuwait elevate ties. Modi Modi invited a delegation of the Kuwaiti Investment Authority to look at new opportunities in the fields of energy, defense, medical devices, pharma, and food parks. Among the others, Kuwait already is among India's top trading partners. The bilateral trade of $10.47 billion in the 2023 to 2024 fiscal. Kuwait is India's sixth largest crude supplier, meeting 3% of the country's energy needs. Indian exports to Kuwait have reached $2 billion for the first time. Investments by the Kuwait Investment Authority in India exceed $10 billion. The Prime Minister expressed the confidence that the India Gulf Cooperation Council relationship would be strengthened under the presidency of the Kuwait official pointed out that in the past decade the GCC countries had collectively invested nearly $24 billion in India. The joint statement said trade has been an agitating link between the two countries. to emphasize the potential for further growth and diversification in bilateral trade. The Kuwaiti side expressed interest in exploring opportunities to technology, tourism, healthcare, food security, and logistics. The two sides condemned terrorism in all its forms. In all its forms and manifestations, including cross-border terrorism, and called for disrupting terror financial networks and safe havens and dismantling terror infrastructure. Collaboration in technology, energy technologies, semiconductors, and artificial intelligence was also discussed. Modi also met Crown Prince Sabah Al Khalid Al Sabah. The two had last met on the margin of the UNGA session in September. Earlier at the meeting with the Amir, Modi thanked him for ensuring the well-being of the over 1 million strong Indian community in Kuwait. Mohali told ISIS to rescue opponents. There is an advertisement corruption-free Punjab. The government has fulfilled its promise. More than 778 arrests made. If any government employees demands bribe from you, don't say no. Instead, record the conversation and send the audio or video to the WhatsApp number given below. Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann is personally monitoring this number and will take action on your complaint. Bhagwant Singh Mann says the dream we envisioned of making Rangila Punjab is slowly coming true. Our goal is to create a corruption-free Punjab. There will be no tolerance for those taking bribes in Punjab anymore. Now news from Nation. Court summons Rahul. Court summons Rahul over economic survey remarks. News from Bareilly. A court at Bareilly in Uttar Pradesh has summoned Congress MP and leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha Rahul Gandhi to appear before it on January 7 for his remarks related to the economic survey during the Lok Sabha poll. District and Sessions Judge Sudhir Kumar on Saturday issued notice to Gandhi. The summons are related to a plea filed by Pankaj Bathak, Mandal President of the All India Hindu Mahasangh outfit. Pathak had initially approached the MLA on P court or CJM court in August, requesting the registration of a case against Gandhi. However, the court had rejected the application on August 27. Pathak then filed a revision petition in the Sessions Court, which led to the current summons. Advocate Virendra Pal, representing Pathak, admitted that during the Lok Sabha elections, Gandhi had allegedly said that despite the percentage of weaker sections being high, the percentage of property they own is quite low. If this remains the case, then those with a higher population can demand more property. Gupta alleged that Gandhi tried to provoke the weaker sections with these statements, which are aimed at creating class hatred for political gain. He further alleged that Gandhi deliberately attempted to sow seeds of hostility and animosity among economically weaker sections in an effort to further the Congress interest. Modi to distribute 71K appointment letters today. From New Delhi, Prime Minister Modi will distribute over 71,000 appointments letters to the newly appointed recruits in various departments of the central government under the Rozgar Mela. On Monday, he will preside over the event through video conferencing around 10:30 a.m. In a statement, Prime Minister's office said the job fair was a step towards the fulfillment of the PM's commitment towards putting highest priority to providing employment. The Rozgar Mela will be held at 45 locations across the country. It will provide meaningful opportunities to the youth for participating in nation building and self-empowerment, read the statement. Bengaluru Techies mother moves Supreme Court for custody of grandson. Kong TMC to protest against HM 431 held in tribe against child marriage. ISRO conduct experiments on growing plants in space. New Delhi. Indian Space Research Organization will carry out experiments with plants such as spinach and cowpeas when it sends the PSLV orbital experimental model for into space later this month. Three of the 24 payloads set to be flown in the mission are for carrying out biological experiments to see how living organisms survives in the near vacuum environment of space. Biological material from plants as well as gut bacteria will be flown as part of the three experiments. The compact research module for orbital plants studies developed by Vikram Sarabhai Space Center is envisioned as a multi-phase platform to develop and evolve ISRO's capabilities for growing and sustaining flora in the extraterrestrial environments. Designed as a fully automated system, a 5 to 7 day experiment is planned to demonstrate seed germination and plant sustenance until the two leaf stage in a microgravity environment. The experiment plans to grow 8 cowpea seeds in a closed box environment with active thermal control. The Amity plant experimental module in space payload is designed to study growth related change in plant callus using spinach under microgravity and March and Earth gravity. Two parallel experiments will be carried out simultaneously, one on Poem 4 in space and one on the ground at Amity University. The sunlight and nutrients required for the plant will be simulated using LED inside the module with nutrients supplied by a gel medium. The collaboration and horizontal growth of the plant will be captured by a camera placed on top of the module. The experiment's outcome will provide insights into how higher plants sense the direction of gravity and light and respond to gravitational stress and regulate direction of growth, a basic need for boosting plant growth on Earth and during prolonged spaceflight missions. Cycling drive held for paramilitary forces. This from New Delhi. Government forms panel to boost IAF's might will study its future needs to tackle challenges posed by China and Pakistan. Foreign Secretary Refs of Delhi calls thousands of illegal Bangladesh migrants
situation should be looked at again.